world, and this is Talkin Live. Well, today is Drone Day, I guess, and I've got two subjects I want to talk about, and I'm hoping all of you are going to like to hear it, or if it offends you or what. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just speaking the truth. You know, Donald Trump's got a truth media. Well, this is Talking Live Truth. We're not going to tell you something that we don't think's for real. We believe in what we say, and we do what we say. I'd like to let you know that we're Pumpkin, he's coming out with a new line of dog beds and clothes and all kinds of stuff with his name on it, and I want you to buy a bunch of it for him, because he's kind of part of the corporation. He's kind of part of the organization, and he is a logo on Talking Live. And but we have to wait on this. This is going to be in January, February. But we would like for you to tell everybody about Talking Live. Get them to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and we're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, on channel 398 and on EPB cable. We're extending our time on there, and I hope that you'll be glad to tune in, and we're just doing this every day to try to get your attention, and we want you to come and be our guest sometimes. We'd like for you to be our guest, and let us know when you feel like coming on, doing a show. Local people in Chattanooga and Ringo, and people that want to do a show, you know. And if you decide you want to do a show, we'd like for you, when we make an appointment, or when we make that show to come on, we'd like for you to be on time. If you doubt it's an emergency, we'll understand. Other people have other things to do, and after the first year, we're looking to have a lot of entertainers come on the show. We're hoping we'll have a lot of politicians. If I don't make them all mad, maybe they'll come on the show. So, because I don't like what they do. You know, Biden's the worst president we have ever had. And we had the worst Congress and the worst Senate, it looks like to me, because they went along with everything Biden done, so they're just as guilty as he is. So I don't think that anybody in their right mind right now would, sit back and let flying saucers, drones. I just wonder how many other countries going to send their drones over here, because ain't America the stupidest people you ever seen up there in Washington right now? Ain't that the stupidest thing? I've never in my life seen a government. I never even dreamed in my lifetime that I would see a government like we have right now. You see right there is a warning by the FBI. They're the one that's supposed to take care of the stuff like this, and the Secret Service and the Homeland Security and all this stuff. What the crap? Where are you? Where you hiding out at? I don't get it. I seen one congressman this morning. I seen one get up there and say, we have determined these drones are from the Republic of China. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Well, I guess that's fine. They're from China. Let them just go all over. Do like Biden. Just let balloons drive drones and helicopters. I mean, just open the whole airways up. I mean, the fly zone. Just do away with the fly zone. Do away with it all, because you're idiots. You're idiots in Washington. You know what people think about you when you sit there and just say, talk about something that's over your head than flying around? If it's over Washington, the White House or the Pentagon, they'd put a stop to it right away, wouldn't he? I guess. I don't know whether he would or not. I'm just wondering about this people. And, I was thinking today or yesterday, I was thinking about what about Washington? They're a good example to our kids out there, ain't they? You politicians, you're the greatest example to our kids out there in America. You wonder why that they go in schools and shoot up schools and all that stuff. Because you're a bad example of for our kids. All of you. I mean, I'm not pointing out just one group, but I think the Democrat group is the worst. But, we ain't got Republicans that has wings or halos. But you're the worst example on America, you politicians are, when you don't stand up. Well, you got kids of your own. You got family. You got children. Why don't you stand up for what's right and let them see that? If the Bible said raise a child up in the way he should go and he will never depart from it. But see, people are not raising their kids up to respect one another. They're not raising their kids up. And then our own government has all these so-called lawmakers and debating on everything, but not doing enough. Just like the drones, not doing nothing about it. They debate on children. They want to cause it to be mental disturbance, just to pure mean devils in them boys and girls that get out there and do them kind of things. And because they have never been taught there's a day to pay for that. And your government today would have everybody change from a boy to a girl if they could. But see, they can't do that. We are what we are, and we're what we are and what we was born. And I want everybody to know that I'm not a judge of nobody. But I am a person that can see right and wrong. And American people, the reason Democrats lost is because all that crap that they started with the sexual operations and standing up for what's wrong. That's why you lost. What are you? You're an idiot or you're an ignorant person. You don't even know why you lost. You can't wonder about something that happened and figure it out. Unbelievable. And say you're still showing your smarts. You got maybe 30, 40 days left in the White House, and you're still showing how stupid you are by letting these drones fly all over this country. You're showing how stupid you are in the Democratic Party. Instead of putting a stop to it and do away with it right now, you're stupid. To want to win an election when you don't even try to protect your own country. What do you think these people out here that voted think about you? And you lost because you're a corrupt, lying, hypocrite bunch of people up there in Washington. You say you care, but you don't. It's all a joke to me. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe that our government can sit there and let anything fly over our country, balloons, anything goes. Anything goes with our government that we have now. And if Donald Trump's that sorry, would be that sorry, I wouldn't want him in office either. Or anybody in Congress or the Senate. If they'd be that sorry to sit back and let our country be invaded, you're letting it be invaded. We're being invaded, and you're sitting there and doing nothing. Yeah, you care about America, all right. I just, I, I get so sick and tired of hearing about what you care, how much you care, and democracy and all this stuff, and you let all anything that you could do to hurt this country, you put it on us, and then you wonder why you lost. You know, we're not dumb sheep. We're not all dumb sheep. We're informed. Some people said that the American people wasn't informed. Well, I want you to know we are informed. That's why the Democrats lost the election. We're informed. We see what's going on around us. We don't listen to what's being told, but we listen to what we see. As American people, we're not dumb. Maybe some of us are, and some of us make mistakes, but we are not complete fools. We can see what's going on around us and know. I mean, that's like a county or city or county, whatever. The politicians in office, the people see what's going on. They see their taxes going up. They see all this stuff too. They see the waste. They see all this stuff. Americans ain't no fools. They've been fooled once, but I don't think they're going to be fooled again. After seeing what's going on, they see so close to losing their freedom. You see these high-tech people going to kissing Donald Trump's rear end. You know why they're doing that? They're afraid that he'll fix them where they can't stop the free speech. He'll put a cost on it that you're doing that. I, myself, wonder how that people can sit back and just let things go. I did wonder until this election. I thought people was not going to vote. You know, I really thought they was going to vote for that idiot that laughs all the time. I seen her on TV on Peterson's show. I seen her on there and she just laughing, going, "There got to be something wrong with someone laughs like that, or something wrong with their head, or something." I don't know. There ain't nothing to laugh about, especially in her administration. It's all stuff that makes you want to cry instead of laugh. Going out there and she still wondering why she lost the election. I'd spent $1.5 billion, she still lost. I wonder why all that money I spent I lost. I mean, that's is it up there? Was she laughing about that? No, she ain't laughing about that. But as I said, I seen a lot of people on cocaine in my lifetime, and everything was funny, or smoking pot. I mean, I don't get it when she can laugh like that. I don't. It just blows my mind that every time she makes a statement, she has to laugh like a hyena, and this blows my mind. Oh man, I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's like that living in the twilight zone with our government. I mean, I ain't blaming it all on the Democrats, just most of it, but Republicans guilty of the same thing. Maybe not as bad, but it just blows my mind. I can turn on the TV and see a chicken clucking or laughing, or it sounds like a chicken. And, you know, you see all them politics and together, all they sound like a bunch of chickens that are chicken coop running their mouth, and they ain't getting nowhere, they ain't doing nothing. Don't you ever look at that and think about a chicken coop when there's all them chickens are clucking and all that? It reminds you of the Congress and up there. Sometimes they're all talking at the same time, sound like a bunch of chickens to me. I mean, you feel raised on a farm for you. ever been on a farm, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you go out there and you see them chickens walking around all over the place, and they're cackling and doing all this stuff. It sounds like Washington, D.C. It does to me. It might not be funny to you, but it's funny to me because I see it like it's something that is not real, unbelievable. I mean, they're cackling all day long all about them drones. They ain't done a thing about it. Cackling. You know, it's a crazy world out there, you know, and everybody ain't the same. We all ain't the same, and I thank God we ain't, for it's all the same. But we are supposed to think it's the same. What's right for our country. We might not be the same. We might not be the right color for everybody. Or we might be a different color. But we should be the same when it comes to being American citizens. We should be the same when it comes to voting on what's right and what's wrong. Now, Donald Trump said he's going to put the Bibles back in the schools. Well, see, you in Congress, and it started with Kennedy, John Kennedy. I like John Kennedy. There was a lot of good things he done, but that was one thing that was a problem. That the Bibles be took out of schools. I think that's where it started at. And, you know, if you got a God that you believe in, we'll believe in him. Tell the people what you believe. Stand up for what you believe. If you're a congressman, you're a politician, or anything, stand up for what you believe. But make sure it's right. I mean, if you have a religion, Buddha, or all those different. I got Chinese friends or Buddha. They believe in Buddha. But they're still my friends. And I tell them about Jesus Christ. I got a friend that in Israel that he believes that, I mean, you seen him, well, you ain't seen him because he don't want his face shown because he tells things he shouldn't tell. But, you know, he told me he went by the law, and he's a good friend. I told him, well, you're cussing God's name in vain for us, you go by the law. I don't want to be nobody's judge, but I ain't going to sit back and accept if somebody says it's wrong, and it's not wrong, or if it's right. I just look around and I see what's going on, and then I'm into that situation where that, you know, I just can't believe it. And I'm sure a lot of Americans are concerned with drones and all that. They're a little confused about what we're supposed to do about something like that. I tell you what you're supposed to do about it. Do an announcement on the news and tell these idiots that are doing this, or these communists, or these terrorists, or whatever. How do you know that they ain't terrorists? You know, Biden, he give $10 billion more to Iran. So why don't you think about that? It could be Iran. So if we can't defend ourselves no better than this, we're done. We're going to get blowed off the map by our adversaries. You know, that hillbilly, it's hard to talk a little proper. But as I look at our country today, I'm hoping things are going to be turned around. Donald Trump, he can't go up on the terrace. You know, he could for a while maybe, but he can't. It will destroy the economy. I got sense enough to know that. It would make things worse on the people. But I mean, if you get the gas prices down, it's going to cut back on the cost of people buying material or buying restaurant food and all. It's going to bring down, if it brings down the cost. And I'd like to say it's Donald Trump. You can't guarantee you're going to say it, you're going to do it. Don't talk about it. When I invite somebody on the show, I guarantee them, without I'm dead or so sick I can't get up, I'll make sure that they're on this show when they want to be. And sometimes it might be when we're taking time off. My engineer, he takes time off sometimes and goes camping and stuff like that. Then he, has therapy with the doctor, stuff like that. He has to do that. But when we say we're going to do it, we schedule it and we do it. And so basically what I'm saying is, Donald Trump, if you can't do it, do your research before you say you can do it. Do your research. Don't say it because you want to vote. Say it because you want to do it. And you can do it. Just promises ain't worth promises don't put a dime in people's pocket. Now I'm looking forward for the Social Security not to be taxed. I'm looking forward for people that work in restaurants not to be taxed on their tips. I'm looking for people with overtime not to be charged taxes. See, with all the money that our government gives away, everybody could have they could have free medical care. They could have more food stamps or whatever. See, I'm seeing right now, and Donald Trump ain't even got in the office, I'm seeing people that had kids, can't get no work hardly. I mean, I'm not talking about, I know there's work out there, but can't, because of their situation at home, they can't work, they got kids to take care of. And I'm seeing people cut Social Security, food stamps, and stuff like that right now. I mean, my sister used to have cancer, and our government, now I'm talking about when Donald Trump was president. I'm talking about when Donald Trump was president. $20, what she got for food stamps, and she didn't have a job. She just brought $800-900 a month. The only thing was good about it, she had her house paid for. Of course, she had to pay taxes on that, which she shouldn't. People get so old they can't do nothing for themselves. They shouldn't have to pay taxes on their house. They shouldn't. I don't care what. I mean, we're the richest country in the world, and we can't teach our kids what's right and wrong. We can't supply Medicare and Medicaid to people that are sick. We can't give them enough money, but we can bring thousands and millions of people over here and take care of them. We can give them hundreds and hundreds of dollars in food stamps or whatever they do to get a card to get it, and put them up in hotels and all that. See, this government that we have right now is the biggest waste I ever seen in my lifetime. Of course, they'll spend $1 billion to see why a chicken crosses a road. They will. Our government is so stupid they would spend $1 billion to find out why a chicken crosses a road. That's a God's truth. They take money and they put it in programs that I can't even believe that means nothing. They spend money to go to the moon. They spend money to go to Mars. They got all this kind of stuff. What do you want to do? Corrupt Mars too? You corrupting all this country right now. What do you want to go to Mars and corrupt it for? What do you want to go to the moon and put a bunch of garbage up there? The moon don't want you up there. I'm just saying you waste more money than any nation in the world. And that's why it's okay to help countries. The children are starving. I believe in that, and help people. But we got to help our own country first. Like the drones. We got to look out for our country. And you politicians need to be a better example to our kids out there, too. If you lie, they catch you in a lie. well, then they lose confidence in you. And when you take away the punishments for doing wrong, you don't really do a punishment that they will remember while they're young. It's like the Bible said, raise a child up in the way you want him to go, and that's the way he'll be. He'll never depart from it. That's the way it is. But show American people and children that you really care, that you're not lying. Because one reason we got all answer for what we say, what we do. And I want America to know that the only hope is Jesus Christ. And if people get offended by that namesake, I'm sorry. I don't bow to Baal. I don't bow. God gives me strength to work and pay for this station. We'd be glad to have some people to sponsor a show. We'd be glad to have people to maybe want to donate some money for the just the show. I mean, keeping the station right. I don't care about it. I make a good living. I don't have to have no. It's just for the station, the labor, and the cost of it. That's all it would be spent for, or to upgrade the station. We're going to upgrade. Don't matter where you give any money or not. But anyway, I just wanted to go through all that. I'm going over my time here. It will be some of it will be edited out anyway. But I want everybody that watches this show to subscribe to our channel and be sure to tune in on our other platforms that we are on. Let us know that you're watching and that you like our shows. God bless you.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.